And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is Monday, October 13th. Ooh, Monday the 13th, 2025. I'm your host, St. Nick, and we got a great show for y'all today. Wow. Week 6 in the NFL. That Sunday slate has come and gone. And look. Baker Mayfield, baby. Number 1 team, MVP. We saw it in full display last night, baby. So give it up for him. Baker Mayfield absolutely slinging the ball. So today on the show, we break down all the games from last night. What are the true takeaways? What are the narratives that should be going forward? Because once again, the Dolphins lose, and it's all Tua, trash, garbage. It's Tua's the problem. He's the only problem. It's all Tua. I don't know if that's the case, folks. The first interception, everybody took to Twitter, and that was the end of it. Tua looking like his old self. When it was clearly on Jalen Waddle not catching the ball. Folks, I don't know if Tua's the problem here in Miami. I know he's not the problem. But we'll talk about it. Him at the podium, it's never great. Never great. So we'll talk all that today on the show. We also have 2 games on tonight, baby. Yeah. I know everybody doesn't like the double Monday night games, but I don't mind it. More football, I'm never going to say no to. Now, I do think they should offset the times, to the 7 to 10. They did that week 1. Y'all didn't like it. So now we've got the 7:15, 8:15 to make it work with everybody's watching experience, all right? So 7:15, Bills at Falcons, 8:15, Bears at Washington. So we'll make our prediction for both these games tonight. Feeling good. I think we're going Falcons here. I think we're taking the points, and I think we're going to be swallowing Washington's points. So a little spoiler there, but we'll confirm it and talk it all through at the end of the show. Alrighty, so let's just jump right into it, and there are 2 things we need to talk about before we get into the NFL, all right? And don't worry, the power rankings come out tomorrow. I do just want to say this. Can I go over this quickly? Folks, before we start the show? These were the power rankings heading into the week, all right? Oh, sheesh. Hey, how about this? I do have a big announcement. I think I'm going to unveil it tomorrow. You got a little sneak peek there if you're watching. Very excited for this. I won't fake to y'all. Like I said, I'll probably have a video explaining and talking through it all probably tomorrow or later today. But something I'm pretty excited about. So we'll see. Is that, golly. Oh my God. Big time shout out. Folks, I know this is a live podcast and all that. But big shout out to people that subscribe to me on Twitch. I see you out there and I appreciate it. And I just want everybody to know that this is the beginning. All right, you want more St. Nick, you want more streams, you want more shows, you want more sports betting content, you want more sports, daily fantasy, sports action. Get ready, baby. Get ready because it's all coming out tomorrow. All right, now back to this. Back to my great power rankings, all right? Tampa Bay Bucks, number 1 team. Can I get a hell yes? Heading into this week, we had the Bucks the number 1 team. But they take care of the Niners. They take care of everybody's favorite quarterback, McCorkle Jones. All right. They take care of business. The Rams at number 2. They take care of that big, bad wolf team of the Ravens, baby. They get that done. So let's all just... We know what we're talking about. The Jags may be a little elevated, and we got to take care of that tomorrow. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into it, folks. Enough. Here we go. Before we start getting into the NFL action, I do got to bring up a couple of stories. And first and foremost, ding dong. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. Finally, oh my goodness, about 10 years too late. Penn State has finally fired head coach James Franklin. This man's been there since 2014, folks. Woof. Woof. Finally, they lose this week, another 20-point favorite, and you'll lose outright. It's not a good look, and you're gone. Now, truly unfortunate, we had a Drew Allaire also done for the season, got knocked out of last week's game, so he's going to be gone as well. But James Franklin was holding this entire program back. Like, crazily bad. This man is an atrocious. What is their good win? Like, I'm literally trying to think to myself, what is this man's signature win? Does he even have one? I don't think they do. I don't think he has a big win ever. Since 2014, I mean, this man should have been gone 6-7 years ago, dude. Big Ten, this is his record. This is what he's done since 2014. James Franklin, first year, 2-6. Okay, 2-6, your first year, all right. You're getting the program together. Next year, 4-4, 8-1, 7-2, 6-3, 7-2, 4-5, 4-5, 7-2, 7-2, 8-1. 0-3. I mean, for college football, we should not be losing more than one game. And at such a prestigious program like Penn State, we should be knocking on the door of undefeated seasons every single year, and he's not even close at all. I mean, this was so long overdue, folks. If you're Penn State, you got to be rejoicing. If you're an athlete, you got to start calling and be like, hey, maybe I go to Penn State now. Finally, it's actually acceptable to go there since the goon is gone. So I know everybody at Penn State is cheering. James Franklin is gone, and please, hello. Now I'm talking to everybody else out there. Hello. Do not hire this man. He needs to be exiled from any sort of football. You want to go back down to Pee Wee Pop Warner? Okay. But NFL, don't even think about it. Going to another college, don't even think about it. Going to high school, don't even think about it. Don't you ruin those young dreams in high school. Don't you dare. If you think you can go down to modified or JV middle school, no. No, you're not molding the young minds. No. Maybe you can go and teach like 4 or 5-year-olds flag football. That's a little more your speed, James. So please, nobody pick up the phone and call this man. Please, I'm begging y'all. It's enough with the recycling of garbage. We got to see another 10 years of this man? No. And he's definitely not going to the Fins, I'll tell you that right now. If he's the Fins, if this is like Stephen Ross's big brain move, I get rid of Mike McDaniel and call this guy, I'm done. The Fin is truly gone. I don't just leave it at the door. I'm putting it in the dumpster, the landfill, all right? James Franklin, take your $50 million that you're still owed, and let's never hear from you again, all right? All right. That's a good deal. You get $56 million more, and we never hear from you again. You give me $56 million, you'll never see this beard again, folks. I'll tell you right now. All right. The other thing that we have to talk about before we start jumping into the NFL action, it's our boy Mark. Woof. Mark Sanchez, folks. He was officially booked in Marion County Jail. We have his official mugshot. He's looking rough. But not only do we have his mugshot, we hear from the man. We hear from the man coming out of the hospital. Now, Mark, I wouldn't have answered this paparazzi, I'll tell you right now. I keep my mouth shut. You don't hear a peep from me. I get in the car. I get in the Bronco? The Raptor? Is this a Ford Raptor? The man's jumping into the back of a Ford Raptor, folks, all right? This is not going well for Mark Sanchez. So Mark Sanchez gets caught leaving the hospital, and listen to what he says, folks. Here it is. Mark Sanchez, everybody.
Mark, is there anything you want to say to the people of Indianapolis?
First, let me just break that down, because that's the funniest thing. It's not like, Mark, what do you want to say to the victim that you brutally beat up for no reason? Hey, Mark Sanchez, what would you like to say to that old man that you harassed for no reason while he was just trying to do his job? Do you have any words for him? No, the reporter's like, hey, Mark, do you have any words for the city of Indianapolis? The city that you terrorized for a good few hours? Any words you would like to say to the whole city that you had almost locked down? Anything you would like to say to the whole city of Indianapolis, Mark? Any words? So I love that. It's like the SpongeBob, the SpongeBob Maniac picture. There's a maniac on the loose, and Mark Sanchez is like, where is he? I'll go deal with it. Who's the maniac? I'll get him. It's you, Mark. You're the maniac. Here he is, Mark Sanchez, folks.
Right now I'm just focused on my recovery, and I just...
See, that's where you stop. You don't even, what are we doing? Now we're just rambling, we're stumbling. Well, first and foremost, I'm focusing on my recovery. Okay, that's great, Mark. The guy that you assaulted is also trying to focus on his recovery as well.
Just wanted to thank the first responders.
But that, shout out to the first responders there, folks. Truly, give it up for them. Give it up. Look. You know, they got everybody taken care of. They helped out the old man that was assaulted. They helped out Mark Sanchez that allegedly, potentially beat him up. So they took care of both sides. They got everybody good. They got everybody settled. Nobody wanted to die. Nobody needed to die over this whole thing. So shout out to the first responder. Shout out to the surgeon.
Eskenazi Hospital. I'm sorry, you're going to hit some. I just want to thank Dr. Mossler, the surgeon. She saved my life. So,
shout out to surgeon.
Yeah, sorry, I can't answer.
But once again, Mark Sanchez, now we're rambling, we're bumbling, we're thinking of things to say. This man has now stopped walking to his Ford Raptor. No, Mark, you keep talking, you keep walking till we get in that car. Stop trying to, he's thinking of something. All right, what can I say to get the public right back on my side? Shout out to the first responders. That work? They back on my side? Not yet. Shout out to the surgeon for saving my life. That get him back on my side? No, not yet. What else can I say?
Are you feeling any better?
Thank you, guys.
Recovering slowly.
And now whoever, I'm sure this is his lawyer, whatever. He's like, all right, now this is enough. Now, Mark, this is enough now. I let you go. I let you go for 45 seconds to say whatever you wanted. You're not saying anything good. So, all right, now it's time. Let's get in the Raptor now. Hey, Mark, let's get in the backseat of this Raptor now, okay? We're going home. We're gonna enjoy the last minutes of freedom that we have, all right? Because we're going away for about 1 to 6 years, Mark, all right? Enjoy this Raptor limo. So, that's the new developments here with the whole Mark Sanchez case. Obviously not looking too good for him. Obviously, we got to all keep our hands to ourselves, and we obviously all have to just handle our alcohol responsibly, okay? All right, because LeBron James just came out with the new Hennessy, so we got to drink that responsibly, folks, okay? All right. All right, we'll keep updates on good old Mark Sanchez. See what's next for him. Alrighty, but yesterday we had a big old slate in the NFL, folks. Big old games. So let's go over it. What are the key takeaways and what is kind of just the junk narratives that the national media is going to try and get you hooked on? But let's start here. The first game that we woke up to, London. Another game overseas, and we got another one 2 weeks from now. I think we take a week off, and then we're right back at it. But yesterday in the morning, Broncos and Jets over in London, and the Broncos squeak out a win. They squeak it out 13-11. But the main takeaway here is that Aaron Glenn is useless. Useless. I mean, what are these decisions? What are these calls? I mean, obviously we all know about the bungled halftime drive. We go for a fake punt, we pick up the first down, and then we don't keep capitalizing on it. It seemed real weird. You had 3.5 minutes to do something, and then you just kind of let the clock fizzle out. Real bizarre. Garrett Wilson didn't love it. He was yelling at his head coach. Hey, what the hell are we doing here, Aaron Glenn? And what do I say, folks? What is one of my mantras? You have a defensive-minded head coach. The offense just goes by the wayside. And, I mean, we can't get a more glaring example than with this New York Jets team. I mean, look at this, folks. Justin Fields, 45 yards. 45 yards. That's not for the quarter or for the first drive or the first half or the second. No, this is total game yards here. 45. And look, shame on me. Shame on me. We took Justin Fields over, 2,500 passing yards. We thought that would be fine. We thought he'd be able to do that, but not at 45 yards a game here. Now, Aaron Glenn still has kind of stuck with Justin Fields in the media. He says, hey, I'm not going to bench this guy for one true bad game. So that's unfortunate. But once again, Aaron Glenn, just bad head coaching. How do you not go for the field goal here? I mean, I just don't understand it. At this point, we have Justin Fields throwing for 45 yards. 45 yards. That's what he's done up until this point. That is 2.6 yards average per throw. Per attempt, 2.65 yards. And it's 4th and 8, and you decide, hey, let's actually throw for the ball instead of kicking a long field goal? Like, I get the field goal would have been long, but look, you kicked the ball from, you got the ball at the 44-yard line. 44, 54, another 7. I mean, we're looking at maybe like a 60 to 62-yard field goal. I mean, that's doable, definitely in today's NFL. I mean, you got Nick Folk as your kicker. Now, Nick Folk's longest field goal is actually only 58 yards, but he's been around the league. You don't give him an opportunity, especially overseas. I mean, big field goals happen a lot when they're, in the soccer stadiums where you actually kick the ball. It's kind of interesting how that works out, doesn't it? But I don't understand how you don't give Nick Folk the opportunity here. You throw the ball on 4th and 8. Aaron Glenn has made no great head coaching decisions. We talk about it all the time. Football is the ultimate do your job. Do your job. These head coaches have lost the message. These head coaches are trying to do multiple jobs, the head coaching job and the offensive play calling job. Hey, those are two huge jobs there. Sure you can handle it? Because I doubt it. Do your job. Here's the play, 4th and 8. Justin Fields, I mean, doesn't have a lot of time to throw. You don't have really anybody getting open. They have to get the first down, not just make it an easier field goal. We're 8 yards deep. You have somebody about 3 yards short and a crossing route and a defender right on his ass. So there's no run after catch here. So a bad play design. Bad offensive line, the pressure comes almost instantly. And you trust a quarterback that threw the ball only for 45 yards. And newsflash, it's not like Justin Fields has been slinging the rock all season long and he had a lulled down game. So, Jets are once again a dumpster fire. Aaron Glenn's got to go. He's not a head coach in this league, unfortunately. End of half, situational awareness, not good. The Broncos squeak away with the win. I mean, Bo Nix, 19 of 30, 174 yards. Once again, y'all can eat up Bo Nix and all that. I'm sure everybody's going to be clamoring to put the Broncos back in their top 10 power rankings. They won't come anywhere close to ours. Once again, two bad teams overseas, and we got a boring morning football game. Almost hit the snooze button. I'll catch the 1 o'clocks. Thank you. Broncos win because the Jets are so dysfunctional. 13-11. After the game, Aaron Glenn, this is what Aaron Glenn says himself. Aaron Glenn says the passing game was, quote, non-existent today. So in the biggest moment, let's bring out the passing game. The passing game's been non-existent all game long, but with the game on the line, a must-have first down, let's have a passing play instead of kicking a long field goal. 61 yards, it's doable in today's NFL. It's doable in a international stadium. Justin Fields with the biggest quote you'll ever see. Justin Fields says, quote, "I probably could have got the ball out on some, but I think most of the time they pretty much covered us well." So Justin Fields is saying, hey, I mean, I had no reads. Not me. Don't look at me. My receivers aren't open. They were covered well. And then Aaron Glenn says, I would have kicked the field goal if I was at the 35-yard line. So that's what he needed. He just needed a few more yards. But I don't know. And like we said at the beginning here, I mean, Garrett Wilson, after the halftime bungle, yelling at Aaron Glenn on the sideline. Like, what are we doing here, dude? We got to get some points out here. So we'll see. We'll see how long Aaron Glenn can last here with the Jets. We'll see how long anybody can last here with the Jets because probably a lot of moves being made. All right, Broncos get the win 13-11. All right, next game up is Rams at Ravens, and oh boy, Lamar Jackson cannot come back soon enough. And once again, fire everybody for this Ravens team, honestly. Get them all out. Get them gone. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Cooper Rush should not be looking this bad, all right? We've seen Cooper Rush play with the Cowboys and be very serviceable and win games. But here with the Ravens, it's like he's never thrown the ball ever in his life. And look, I got to shout out the Ravens a little bit. I mean, they were going to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, 24 rushes for 122 yards. Very good. But once again, they kind of got away from him. For what reason? For what reason? You were not out of this game. The Rams got out to one of the slowest starts out that they've ever gotten out to. The Ravens had every opportunity to win this game and come back and win this game and finally put it together and win this game, and they just never did. First drive, they did great. First drive, look at this, folks. 17 plays, 63 yards, 7.5 minutes eaten up. Beautiful. It only resulted in a field goal, but okay, all right. A nice starting point. And you know why? Because they were running the ball. This is the drive, the first drive for the Ravens. 6-yard run by Derrick Henry, 6-yard run by Derrick Henry, 11-yard run by Derrick Henry. Then they take Derrick Henry out. 5-yard run by Justice Hill, 6-yard run by Justice Hill. 1st and 10, pass incomplete. They bring in Derrick Henry back again. 1-yard rush. Then we get a 5-yard penalty, helps us out again. Another 5-yard penalty, helps us out again, brings us from 3rd and 9 to the first down, thank goodness. Back to the run game, Derrick Henry, 12-yard run. Derrick Henry, 4-yard run. We get a 10-yard penalty with Derrick Henry running the ball 10 yards back. We have Cooper Rush, 8-yard pass, makes it 3rd and 8. Another penalty makes it 3rd and 18. And now it's 3rd and 18, and we're not expecting Cooper Rush to convert that first down. So, first drive, everything good when Derrick Henry was touching the ball. Every time we started a pass, penalties, dink and dunk, not good, incomplete. And then the next drive, it's, 3-yard run with Derrick Henry, and then pass incomplete, and then interception. And then they had a chance. The Ravens still had a chance to be in the game because what did the Rams do with that interception? They fumbled the ball themselves. Another chance for the Ravens to do something, but pass incomplete on 4th and 3. Can't rely on Cooper Rush. Damn. Can't even rely on the backup quarterback to be serviceable. Sheesh. And then it was over from there. Ravens aren't able to do anything all game long for the rest of the first half. They put up 3 points for the first drive, and then that was it. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. I mean, folks, look at this play calling. Look at this play calling. There's a 2-minute drive now. You got 1minute 52 seconds left on the Rams' 4-yard line. This is what they do. Derrick Henry run to the right. It gets a yard. 3 yards. Brings them down to the 1-yard line. Then what do? Direct snap to Mark Andrews for 0 yards on 2nd and 1 after Derrick Henry just got you 3 yards. What do the Ravens think they're doing? The Ravens are trying to play like such big brain 4D, 8K chess out here. They think we're going to give it to Derrick Henry, so let's do everything in our power to not do that. Derrick Henry just got you 3 yards on 1st and 4. And you take it out of his hands for Mark Andrews? Get 0 yards. Now it's 3rd and 1 from the 1. Direct snap to Mark Andrews again. What? Double direct snaps to Mark Andrews. It should be Derrick Henry every single time. And you live and die by that result. Because at the end of the day, you know what you could do? You can go at the podium after the game that you lost and be like, look, we ran it 8 straight times on 1st and 1 with Derrick Henry, and we just couldn't get it done. At least we gave it to our playmakers. At least we ran the play that just made the most sense. Bully ball with our bowling ball running back. And it just didn't work out. That'd be a loss I'd be okay with losing. Not we ran Derrick Henry, got us down to the 1, and then we ran trick play to our tight end, and then another trick play to our tight end, the same play that didn't work. And now it's 4th and 1. All right, well, now I guess we just have to go to Derrick Henry now. Now it's so obvious we're going to Derrick Henry so they can sell out, and he doesn't get the 1 yard. I just don't get it. This Ravens team does everything in their power not to get the ball to their playmakers. It's honestly insane. With Lamar Jackson, without Lamar Jackson, and that's why you gotta turn everybody loose. You gotta cut everybody loose from this Ravens team, and it's unfortunate. Look, they had their run. Harbaugh had his run. It's a great run. It resulted into a Super Bowl championship. Fantastic. But you're ruining so much talent right now. You're wasting so much, folks, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, when has this ever been done on a team? This is like Tom Brady, Randy Moss. We can't waste another one of those. And it really wasn't wasted. It went 17-0. It just lost the last game of the year to Eli Manning, unfortunately. So Harbaugh's got to go. It just doesn't work. He's got no specialty. His specialty was kind of just holding the team together, making the team cohesive. And he can't even do that anymore. Ravens get absolutely blown out 17-3. Rams finally woke up in the second half and really the third quarter and got it done. Matthew Stafford only 181 yards throwing, but got it done at the end of the day. 1 touchdown, no turnovers. Kyren Williams was kind of locked up. 13 rushes for 50 yards. It's all right, but a touchdown. Tyler Higbee, the leading receiver, 4 catches, 40 yards and a touchdown. Then it's Davante Adams, 4 catches, 39 yards. We had Puka Nacua a little banged up in this game, 2 catches, 28 yards, and he is expected to miss about only 1 or 2 weeks. So not too bad here with Puka Nacua. Obviously, when he went down, it looked bad, but 1 or 2 weeks, not too terrible out here. Rams are still going to be, knocking at the door of a great team. They'll probably still win the games without Puka Nacua, to be honest. So Rams got it together. Ravens are going on the bye, I believe, and then Lamar Jackson will be ready after the bye. So 1-5, back against the wall, Lamar and the Ravens. What can Harbaugh do? Harbaugh, you're coaching for your life out there. You don't make the playoffs. No reason really keep you around. Sorry. Unfortunate. Rams get the win 17-3. All right, next game up here, we got Cowboys at the Panthers. This was one of our big bets, folks. This was our second favorite bet of the week. Our first bet of the week, our first favorite, our number 1 favorite bet of the week did hit, so big there. But the Cowboys let us down. We had the Cowboys -3. They lose by 3, 30-27. And really, I was expecting, this Cowboys defense to be, a little like this, not maybe as bad as we saw it, but I thought the Cowboys would have the ball in their hands, last possession tied. I kind of had the script reversed. I thought the Cowboys would have the ball for the final 6 minutes and drive out the game and not the Panthers. So Unfortunate loss here. Unfortunate bet loss here as well. But this Cowboys defense, woof, bad, damn. And shout out big time for this Panthers team. And we were kind of reading the coaches on the hot seat list last week on the show, and we were reading that kind of David Canales was on the list. I think they ranked him like 4th or 5th. We didn't agree, and we saw exactly why yesterday, why we like the head coach for the Panthers, David Canales, so much, because he was doing what we've been screaming everybody to do: play to win the game, and not play to not try to lose the game. Because what do they do? What do the Panthers do in a tie game when they got the ball and they're driving, they're having some success? What do? They go for the win. They go for the win, folks. 4th and 4 at Dallas's 40. They could have taken the field goal attempt. They could have punted the ball for some dumb reason. But they decide to go for it. Look, 4th and 4. What do we have to lose? We're going against one of the worst defenses, and we got a chance to win the game right now. We've been playing the game for 60 minutes so far, and we're tied. Now's the time to go out and win it. And that's exactly what they did. 4th and 4 at the 40, and it's Bryce Young to Hunter Renfrow for 7 yards, first down, and it's pretty much game over from there. They run out the clock for the rest of it, kick the game-winning field goal, and that's the 3-point win, 30-27. So in a league where every head coach is just, all right, well, let's play it safe. All right, let's punt. And all right, we haven't lost the game yet. We can get another drive out if we can stop them. All right, let's punt. Yes, we're down 7, but let's punt. Yes, we're down 10, and there's only 2 minutes left, but maybe we can still win if we punt it. Punt. David Canales says, I've got balls, baby, and they're big. He goes for it. They get the win. Absolutely love it. Bryce Young, sling the ball a little bit. Still not a big believer in Bryce Young overall, but did enough to win. 3 touchdown game. That's how you know that Cowboys defense is bad. 3 touchdowns. He did also throw an interception. 199 yards on 17 completions. All right. Rico Dowdle had a revenge game here, folks. 30 rushes, 183 yards, and woo, gonna get me gushing out here. We love running backs over here, folks, at Takes by Fans. We stand for them. And Rico Dowdle, I mean, what a standing ovation you deserved yesterday. And then he was also the leading receiver. That's what we like to see, running backs doing it all. We saw Achane last week, high pointing the ball, touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 4 catches, 56 yards, a receiving touchdown. Get these running backs paid more. They deserve it. So Panthers get the win 30-27. Real ugly loss. Now, the question is, who's getting the bird this week, huh? Because there's obviously no good thumbs up being thrown around, so who's getting the true bird this week from Jerry Jones? We'll see. All right, next game up, we got Cardinals at Colts, and Kyler Murray late game scratch, and it's Jacoby Brissett, and we got classic Jacoby Brissett. Please get him out of the league. Please. I don't want to see Jacoby Brissett in a backup position, a backup role. I know what he's going to do. He's going to lose the game. That's Jacoby Brissett. I lose the game. I may look good. I may make a play, but I lose the game. And that's exactly what he did. 4th quarter. Going down to tie up the game or win the game. Look, they're only down 4. 30-27. 31-27. They had the ball at their own 13-yard line with 4.5 minutes left, and they go on a great drive. A Jacoby Brissett great drive. But it's 4th and 7 at the Colts 9-yard line. Incomplete. Incomplete. Incomplete pass, sacked, incomplete pass. Turnover on downs, they lose the game. That's Jacoby Brissett. When it matters the most, he's never going to lock in, buy in, clutch up. He doesn't do it. We saw it last night. And Colts get the win because of it, 31-27. Now, Daniel Jones, still slinging the ball. We are starting to see some, we're starting to see maybe the cracks The crack starting to form around Daniel Jones. Once again, overall still a great quarterback, and overall at his core, at his true core, is an above average game managing quarterback in this league. But we did have an interception today, 212 yards. Those yards are starting to come down a little bit as the season progresses. The turnovers are starting to show. Now, I don't think that this is going to be the end for the Colts, and I don't think the cracks are going to really be that predominant as they were with the Giants. But we are starting to see some of the knocks on Daniel Jones starting to show a little bit as the season progresses. But still, overall, a solid game. 73% completion percentage. We like that. 2 touchdowns. Only sacked once. Jonathan Taylor. Yes, sir, baby. Great. I mean, man, oh, man. What a great running back here, folks. 21 carries for 123 yards and a touchdown. Bink. Daniel Jones also had a rushing touchdown. We had Warren, the leading receiver, 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Alec Pierce still getting involved, 2 catches for 48 yards. Love seeing that. And then Josh Downs, 42 yards for a touchdown as well. Jacoby Brissett, I mean, it doesn't matter. Kyler Murray's going to be, the starter when he comes back. There's no reason to play Jacoby Brissett. Marvin Harrison Jr., 2 catches, 32 yards. Meh. Zay Jones, the leading receiver, 5 catches, 79 yards. But Cardinals had a little success, but once again, at the end of the day, still just can't get it done. They can't get it done with Kyler Murray. They can't get it done with Jacoby Brissett. That shows a little bit of a messaging problem, a potential coaching problem of not buying in. Jonathan Gannon. Cardinals lose 31-27. Then we had this real wild here. Everybody was getting knocked out with the Colts. We saw Anthony Richardson was downgraded to quarterback number 3 before the game. We had Shavarius Ward and the tight end running into each other and kind of knocking each other out of the game during warm-ups here. So real interesting kind of pre-game here. A lot of news coming in and out. But yeah, real bizarre. He just runs at his own player, knocks him out cold. Wild. But they still win the game. That's how you know the Cardinals are so bad. Colts were trying to give the game away. Alrighty, let's keep going here. Next game up, we got Seahawks at Jags. And Seahawks get the win, 20-12. We took the Jags plus 1.5. Now, this game kind of, went a little along with what we were thinking. We knew the Seahawks really weren't going to put up anything in the fourth quarter, and that's exactly what happened. No points in the fourth quarter with the Seahawks. Once again, Sam Darnold, all right, solid. He's slinging the ball. But when it comes to clutch it up, when it comes to kind of lock in and make this kind of game-winning drive, game-tying drive, that's when it all falls apart for him. So we were banking on for this game, why we bet it and why we took what we did, was because we thought, this would be a close game in the fourth quarter and Sam Darnold would beef it. Now, unfortunately, Sam Darnold did beef it, but the Jags weren't that close in the game overall. They lose 20-12. They put up 6 points in the fourth quarter. Trevor Lawrence, still slinging the ball around, but not picking up the fourth downs, getting sacked 7 times. Not a really recipe for success out here. So shout out to the Seahawks defense, kind of winning them the game. I've kind of been a little up and down on the Seahawks defense, but they have kind of been locking in the last 2-3 weeks, and that's what we want to see them. We didn't like what we saw from the Seahawks defense kind of the first 2 or 3 weeks, but what do we know in the NFL, folks? We really have to kind of take the league in quarters. And we're done with the first 4 weeks, the first quarter of the season. We really don't want to kind of draw upon that when we are, making our picks and making our selections. So really what we've seen from the last 2-3 weeks is really what these teams are. And the Seahawks defense, it is legit out here. So shout out to Seahawks. They get the win. Sam Darnold playing good game managing football. 16 of 27, not the greatest, 59% completion percentage, but still 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, only took 1 sack, didn't fumble the ball, and he still slung the ball for 295 yards. So very solid there by Sam, but we are still, worried about fourth quarter Seahawks offensively. Then with Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, once again, he still put up 258 yards, no interception. He didn't fumble either, so we like that by Trevor. But just not being able to put away drives and to put up points on drives, that was their downfall at the end of the day. So, coming off the win against the Chiefs, maybe a little bit of a letdown, a hangover. We are going to be dropping the Jags a little bit back in our power rankings, but not too much. We're not going to, say the sky's falling here in Jacksonville. Just an overall solid game here, but with the Seahawks defense, they get the win, 20-12. Alrighty. Now let's go to this game, the game that absolutely just ripped my heart out. And once again, everybody, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't think Tua's the issue here. I don't think Tua's the problem. I know he's got 3 interceptions. Go ahead, eat it up. After the first interception, everybody went to social media. We really have to stop the live reaction. Honestly, during Sunday, social media should be shut down. Live streams really even shouldn't even happen. Don't want to see you live streaming watching the game. Don't want to see that. Let's take the game as a whole. We digest the game as a whole, and we come back with a clear head. We don't want these kind of instant takes out there clogging up the narratives, clogging up the space. Because why Tua? I mean, I don't like Tua talking at the podium. I get it. I agree with y'all. But the reason Tua has to be talking at the podium like he does every time is because y'all. It's because of y'all. Y'all take this man's name, run it through the ringer, throw it in the trash. It gets to the dump. The dump goes out to the ocean. It sinks in the ocean. The sea creatures are starting to stomp on it. The crab is starting to use all of its legs and stomp on it. Stomp on this man's name. Look, does Tua deserve all the blame? Absolutely not. Does he deserve some of the blame? A little piece of the blame sometimes. Yesterday's game, not too much blame going on. And I know the first interception, the first throw, interception. That was on Jalen Waddle. I mean, clear as day. Like, what are we doing? Why are we not grabbing the ball? And that's what I'm saying. I know y'all say Jalen Waddle is, oh my God, he's top 10 receiver and he's so good. I've never felt that way. Very solid, but I've never kind of taken him to the level that y'all have. And Jalen Waddle really put Tua in bad situations all game long. I mean, the one big completion he had. Great throw by Tua, and Jalen Waddle almost beefed it, bobbled it for about 10 seconds, and then luckily controlled possession for a sliver of time just before he slid out of bounds. So that's why Tua talks so crazy at the podium. Because y'all just instantly go to him. And it's not just instantly him. It's these receivers that are not catching the ball, bobbling the ball, tipped interceptions. He had 3 interceptions. One came on the final play of the game when they were going for some kind of trick play, and he threw a pick. He was going for the check down. It got red, and it was the pick. I'm not even really putting that on him. The game's over. Could another Miami miracle happen at that point? Yeah, maybe, but the odds are slim. I really don't even count that interception. His second interception, I'll give it. I'll give y'all. It's not the best throw. Right here, first drive out of halftime. 3rd and 13. He's going over the middle of the field, going to Devon Achane once again. I love Devon Achane, and, he can handle it. But once again, all these Mike McDaniel plays are like, let's try and do so much trickery that the running back is wide open down the field. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, folks, go look at who Tua throws to. It's Jalen Waddle, it's Darren Waller, and it's Devon Achane. Our running back is like our number 2 wide receiver. I don't know if that's a recipe for success. Somebody go find me a team's number 2 wide receiver being the running back. And if you're going to come at me with Christian McCaffrey with the Niners, they couldn't even win the Super Bowl. They got to it. I like that. So I don't think the blame needs to be on Tua. I think Tua truly is trying to be a leader. And it never sounds good when you're going to go and be a leader, especially after you haven't been a leader and you're trying to make yourself a leader. What you say, everybody's going to just, oh, look at this guy. Oh, get a load of this guy. Tua's trying, I think. It could be done a little better, I will say. But Tua doesn't want to put any of the blame on himself in the national media during these press conferences because he knows y'all will just run away with it. He can't have any nuanced discussions with y'all. Because Tua also did lead them on what should have been the game-winning drive. Should have been. Here we go, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes, 19 seconds left. The Dolphins are down 26-20. This is the drive chart. 7-yard pass, 15-yard run, 8-yard pass, 3-yard run, 1-yard pass, 13-yard pass, 1-yard run, 7-yard pass, 3-yard run, 14-yard pass, timeout, 3-yard run, timeout, 0-yard pass, 3rd and 7, touchdown pass by Tua. 3rd and 7 from the Charger 7, pressure down, 3rd down, need a touchdown, throws a touchdown. And that only left 46 seconds left. 46 seconds left with one timeout. The Dolphins were in full control of this game. Passing complete. Chargers first down. Passing complete. And then second down. We have them dead to rights. We have Herbert dead to rights. But the tackler slips off. The defender can't square up. The running back throws a block. And Ladd McConkey's down the field for 30 yards, and that's the game. Game-winning field goal set up right there. So once again, everybody's putting this on Tua. It's really not Tua himself. These interceptions, some are on him. Week 1, really atrocious, a lot on Tua. But ever since week 1, a lot of these interceptions are the receivers not making the catch. All these games this season, we lost them. This is our defense being shit, not locking in. If we want to go over the order list of firings here in Miami, it's general manager number 1, defensive coordinator number 2, and then maybe Mike McDaniel number 3. That's the list. It's not Tua 1, McDaniel 2. No. Greer 1, our general manager, then our defensive coordinator number 2, and then literally everybody on our defense. We were up 27-26 against the Chargers with 34 seconds left. We were up against the Panthers 24-20 with 3.5 minutes left. We were tied with the big bad wolf of the AFC, the best team in the league. Bills 21-21 with 10 minutes left. And we were up on the Patriots 27-23, 7 minutes left in the game. This is about buying in and locking in, clutch ability, defense and coaching. We got to lock in. But Tua and Mike McDaniel, when they were down and they needed kind of a game tying or game taking the lead drive, they've really done it all. But Tua will take all the force. Tua will take all the hate. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a little of it, a little bit, little smidge, but not to what y'all do. Tua yesterday, 21 of 32, 205 yards, 1 touchdown, the 3 interceptions, not great. Really, 1 being his fault. 1, the first one, that was on Waddle. Second one was on Tua. Third one was on being the end of the game. Devon Achane, I just got to shout him out because this man does it all. Devon Achane, I mean, you want to see a blue chip player in the NFL, Devon Achane's your man, folks. 16 rushes, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Goddamn, baby, goddamn. And another 4 catches and 22 yards on the receiving. Jalen Waddle, 95 yards. Darren Waller, two catches, 12 yards, 1 touchdown. Bink. Was able to put up 27 points. I mean, when we look at around when we look around the NFL, folks, just look at the points. We're putting up the points. We're able to kind of hang with the top dogs in this league. Now, it's winning against those top dog teams, those winning record teams. But we're right there, and it really comes to the end of the game when our defense beefs it. But the Dolphins put up 27 points. Tua and the Dolphins put up 27 points. Bo Nix and the Broncos, everybody's favorite young quarterback, Bo Nix, 13 points. Matthew Stafford, 17 points. Dak Prescott, people want to put Dak Prescott in MVP. They put up 27 points. The Seahawks, Sam Darnold, oh my goodness, he's back, y'all say, 20 points. The Steelers, 23 points. The Patriots, 25 points. The Bucs put up 30 points. The Chiefs put up 30 points. The Lions put up 17 points. So our offense is hanging. These numbers are, better than most throughout the game, throughout the week. Our defense is the big blunder here, folks. Now, shout out to Justin Herbert. I mean, goddamn, to not go down on this throw, to not go down, to stand strong and to shimmy your way out of it, to keep your hands, to kind of keep control of the ball, but also switch hands to try and get the throw out. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, shout out to Justin Herbert being a tall, strong quarterback, but also let's not act like this was, oh my God, like this throw was, oh. I mean, it was like a 3-yard dink that's wide open. I mean, everybody's gushing over this play in the national media. And shout out Justin Herbert. He's a big, beefy man. We like that about him. But maybe we got to rein in the excitement about this play. I mean, this is a lot of beef going on here, okay? And also, if we want to gush about this play, we can gush about this play, but we got to gush about it responsibly. And the responsible way to gush about this Justin Herbert play... Oh my goodness here, golly. I had the play saved, I know I do. Is right here. Hassan Haskins. Let's gush about the running backs here, okay? Because watch Hassan Haskins on this play, okay? Justin Herbert drops back. We have Hassan Haskins in the backfield. He's not running a route. He's not doing anything back there. So, we got the edge rusher. He goes and chips the edge. Helps out on the edge. Beautiful. Maybe the wrong edge to help out on, but also helped out because if you were going to get sandwiched from both ends, then you're probably done. Definitely getting sacked here. So he chips on the block. Herbert breaks free. And then Hassan Haskins. He's running down the field, baby, right here. Right here. We see Ladd McConkey get the ball. Hassan Haskins says, well, I'm going to go lead block for him. He's 10 yards behind him, but he says, I'm going to go lead block for him. Gets on his horse. McConkey, and then throws this block right here. Look at this. We had the defender probably could have made a leaping lunge at him to try and take him down at the 40-yard line, Ladd McConkey, but Hassan Haskins throws his back into him. There he goes. And he propels for another 15, 16, 17 yards right there to make the field goal even more manageable. So shout out to big time shout out to Hassan Haskins, and I gotta gush about him here, folks. Truly. I mean, in a league where we're seeing week by week people not give it their all, take plays off, give up mid-play. Chris Jones, yes, DeMarcado. It's Hassan Haskins playing out the full whistle here, and that's where we truly got to show our respect for. Going to the end final whistle here. Going down to the final play of the game and giving it your all. I mean, that's what we love to see. That is what championship winning caliber football is here. Not playing 4 and 99% of the game, 3.99% of the 4 full quarters. And that's why the Chargers won, because Hassan Haskins took no plays off. Now, not great here for the Dolphins at Mike McDaniel. We get this. Stephen Ross went down on the field after that Tua touchdown because they thought they won the game, and we give it up. So, never great when your owner's on the field during a loss. Not good there. But once again, I don't think firing Mike McDaniel changes anything. I don't. And we get Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh, the Chargers head coach, after the game saying, quote, "The way they managed that fourth quarter, tip of the cap. The way they called the game was pretty darn brilliant." So Jim Harbaugh giving flowers to Mike McDaniel, who everybody just stomps on. This is not Mike McDaniel and Tua being so atrociously bad that they lose these games, folks. All right, can we move past this game? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yes, we can. We're done. All right. So Chargers get the win. Dolphins beef another one. But we do cover the plus 4.5. I mean, we'll take that, right? That was our number 4 pick of our number 4 play of the weekend. Dolphins plus 4.5. And what is kind of interesting, this line dropped to Dolphins plus 3.5 before kickoff. And really kind of Sunday, not just right before kickoff. The line dropped a full point. We really haven't seen that much this season. But either way, it does cover. They lose by 2. All right, here we go. Let's keep going through these games here. Next one up is Browns at Steelers. And the Steelers get the dub 23-9. They cover the 6-point spread and all that. And that's why we never took the spread. We kind of liked it. 6 points. It was seeming good. Yes, the Browns defense, is in full form, and that's why people like the Browns. But the Steelers defense also came into their own 2 weeks ago. We told y'all, and they have not looked back since. They hold the Browns to only 9 points. Dylan Gabriel, not looking like anything good out of this man. 29 completions for 221 yards. That's dink and dunk, my man. 55% completion percentage. That's not getting anybody gushing, I'll tell you. Judkins kind of, held into his own as well. 12 rushes for only 36 yards. But the Steelers getting it done. The Steelers getting it done here, folks. They get it done, and, they don't blow any teams out. They win, 14 here, and it's a good-looking win. But Aaron Rodgers turns it on. He turns it on in the fourth quarter, and that's what I think makes this Steelers team a little bit more dangerous. They're winning these games at the end of the game, like the Bucs. That's what makes Baker Mayfield and the Bucs so dangerous. Tie game, they're down 1, they're down 2, they just need some sort of points. They're going to go out down the field and get them. Baker Mayfield's going to go down and score that game-winning touchdown. We've seen it all season long. The Steelers team, Aaron Rodgers, kind of showing us the same thing here. So as these games progress, as games start to get closer because teams are, starting to be good down the stretch of the season, watch out for the Steelers to kind of lock in and kind of shore up this division. I mean, now have a 2 full, 3 full game lead on the division. I think the Steelers are going to run away with it. Aaron Rodgers, 70% completion percentage, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, bank. DK Metcalf, leading receiver, 95 yards, 1 touchdown, bank. And we get to see this play. We get to watch Aaron Rodgers once again. Everybody that said he couldn't play.
Low snap handle. Rodgers timing around
every
on
week
the sideline, and it's hauled in. Metcalf.
My computer's being a little slow today. I apologize. But Aaron Rodgers, week in, week out, he's showing us that vintage sling. These throws, these vintage Rodgers throws that get me gushing. I don't know about y'all. But Aaron Rodgers, he's, the real deal, and the Steelers are probably winning the division here, folks, so watch out. They'll make a run. The defense, like we said, they finally got on track 2 weeks ago, and they've been revving for the last 2 weeks. So the Steelers blow out the Browns 23-9, and we'll see, does Shedeur Sanders get into the mix? Probably not. I mean, we know the Browns are doing everything in their power not to play Shedeur Sanders, so. All right, next game up is Patriots at Saints, and look, the Saints, another solid game where, they keep the score close, and it looks good at the end of the day. So shout out to that. But the Patriots win 25-19, and this was our number one gush play of the week. Patriots -3.5. They win by 6, so we'll take that all day long. Let me hear it from you. Nice little cash there. Now, Spencer Rattler, let's address it. All right? Very solid. He's a solid quarterback in this league. But once again, where are these touchdowns at? We got to be putting up 7 points. Spencer Rattler, once again, 0 touchdowns. No touchdowns. Where are they? Where are they? Now, they did score a touchdown, but, look, I don't want to nitpick. Do I nitpick? I got to nitpick. Their one lone touchdown, yeah, Spencer Rattler helped them get down there, but they went with the trickery. They went with Taysom Hill. They get in the red zone, so let's take it from the red zone. 2nd and 6 from the Patriots' 27-yard line. We have an 8-yard pass by Spencer Rattler. We have a 2-yard run by Alvin Kamara. We have an 8-yard run by Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler using his legs, okay. 3-yard run, 5-yard run. And then it's 3rd and 1 from the 1, and they have to go to kind of, the trick play, Taysom Hill. So shout out to Spencer Rattler. Once again, the national media is just gushing about him. They're eating him up. And I don't want to discourage him. I don't want to knock him. I already did that, and I felt bad the next day, okay? So I had to apologize to him. But let's also pump the brakes a little bit. Because the Patriots really didn't do anything in the second half. Left the door open for the Saints to come and win the game, and they just could not. They could not. The Saints only put up 3 points in the second half. And they also had a chance to go out and, win the game. Saints on their own 10-yard line, 5.5 minutes left in the game. They're down 1 score. 4-yard run, 21-yard pass by Spencer Rattler, bank, 3-yard run, passing complete. And then once again, the Saints and Kellen Moore playing to lose the game. Punts the ball on 4th and 7. And I get it, 4th and 7 from your own 38-yard line. But look, there's 4 minutes left. Are you getting the ball back? Probably not. And if you do get the ball back, you're probably not going to have any of your timeouts left. And you need a touchdown, something that Spencer Rattler has really not been able to give y'all. So they punt the ball, and the Patriots just drain the rest of the 4 minutes. Go out and try and win the game. It's like, what more do y'all want? You just spent 55 minutes not being able to do anything. But you think punting the ball away, that's the right course of action? You got the ball in your hands. You just got to go for it. I mean, I hate this pussy attitude these coaches are having. I really hate it. So Saints lose 25-19. Spencer Rattler, 20 of 26, 227 yards, 76% completion percentage, but once again, no touchdowns. Come on, Rat Man, come on. That's the next thing. We're moving the ball, we're having some success, but now in the red zone, touchdowns. That's the next step we have to see before I start gushing about you, okay? Alvin Kamara, 10 rushes, 31 yards. Chris Olave, 98 yards receiving. We'll take that. But once again, good first half for the Patriots here. Drake May, 3 touchdown passes, all in the first half. Second half, got a little bit figured out. So we got to clean that up. But once again, the Bills went toe-to-toe with the Saints. The Patriots went toe-to-toe with the Saints. There is something here defensively, and if Spencer Rattler can, start putting up touchdowns and putting up the points and making these games even more competitive, they've got something here. So, slowly working it up, Saints. You're getting there. All right, garbage game. We're not talking about it. This was the game for Geno Smith to kind of, throw 4 touchdowns, look real good, and be like, hey, I'm good, I'm back. And he didn't do that. They win They win. Probably still shouldn't have. Raiders win 20-10. We're not talking about this game. Geno Smith, 174 yards, 1 interception. He's still throwing picks. And Cam Ward somehow ends the game with 222 yards. How? I watched this game. I watched it. I watched Cam Ward. How does he end with these yards? I don't get it. 10 points. 10 points by the Titans. No points in the first half. Fire the head coach right now. Get him out. And also Geno Smith. Get him out. Geno Smith has double-digit interceptions. Get him out. Get him out. And now Brian Callahan is starting to take shots at Cam Ward. Quote, Brian Callahan, the head coach for the Titans, I am incredibly discouraged by the outcome. Everyone is a part of it, including Cam Ward. So, not good. Not good here with the Titans. It's never been good. All right, a good game here. Baker Mayfield doing Baker things and Mac Jones doing Mac Jones things, yes? Bucks get the win 30-19. Mac Jones, 2 interceptions. Interception first drive, correct? Yeah. Interception first drive, felt the pressure, just kind of threw it away, but kept it in bounds and kept it wobbling, kept it in the air. Throws a pick and basically a pick six. I mean, they go down and score a touchdown off of it. And that's the game. I mean, that's the game right there. I mean, Mac Jones not being able to get it done. That's what it is. I know his stats show good. 347 yards. Woo! But no touchdown. 2 interception from the get-go. Still at the end of the game. So I think we're starting to see the ceiling for Mac Jones, and I get it. You still don't got a lot of great receivers out there. I get it. Settle down. But Baker Mayfield does his thing when he needs to do his thing. 256 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, woof, slinging the ball. We got to shout out these receivers for the Bucs because, we knew coming into the season that they were, billed as, the deepest receiving team in the league. And we're seeing that week in and week out. Receivers down, next one up here. We had Johnson, that huge 45-yard, was it Tez? Tez Johnson, 1 catch, 45 yards and a touchdown. And we had this debate. All the time. Is it a good throw? Was it overthrown? But Tez Johnson shows, hey, those were all beautiful balls, baby. Look at Tez Johnson right here. A catch on the fingertips. You could say this ball is overthrown, but once again, that old adage, if it hits your hands, if it hits your fingertips, you better damn catch it. And Tez Johnson took that to heart, baby. Look at him. Fingertip catch, reins it in, controls it. Damn, baby. So shout out to Tez Johnson. Shout out to these Bucs receivers. They win 30-19. Baker Mayfield, once again, this is why he's MVP.
College teammate.
3rd and 14. 1-point game. Able to break all those tackles, emerge. Runs for 14 yards, extends his hands, extends the ball over the first down marker. I mean, just look at this man. Every single week he's doing something. Big arm. He's, people gush about Justin Herbert staying on his feet. How about Baker Mayfield? Get the gush out for him too. Because then he ran 15 yards and stretched out the ball. I mean, Baker's just everything about him, folks. Everything about him. Here he is right here. Getting a roughing the passer penalty. And just gets up and starts talking his shit. Gets excited. Yes, sir. I'll take that. Thank you. Check, please. Flag, please. 15 yards. Thank you. Gets everybody juiced up. The entire line is going at it. I mean, when we look at quarterback play, when we look at team play, the Bucs just jump off the screen. The swag, the attitude, the confidence. It all just screams when the Bucs play. I don't see it anywhere. I didn't see it with Lamar Jackson with the Ravens this year. We definitely don't see it with Dolphins and Tua. I'll definitely tell you that. I don't see it with Josh Allen and the Bills. Not even really. I'm seeing it maybe now with the Chiefs. Now that they've kind of rattled off 2 straight a little bit. it's refreshing to see, folks. Give it up for Baker Mayfield. I gush watching the Bucs every single week. Big shout out, big prayers up, big shout out to Fred Warner, folks. We're not going to show the play or anything like that, but broke his leg, and man, oh man, just another player that gives it all, that never takes plays off, that's a true dog. I got to give it up for Fred Warner, folks. Give it up for him. In a league where week in, week out, players are taking plays off, game clinching plays off, Fred Warner, a true dog out there. So, all right, final 2 games quickly, and then we got to make our picks for tonight's game. Double slate here, and then we're out of here. But next game up is Bengals at Packers, and this is what I mean, folks. Our 5th best bet of the week, Bengals plus 14. They cover, they win, they lose by 9, so bingo bango. But 2 reasons why we wanted to bet this game. 1, Joe Flacco would sling the ball. He slung the ball. It took maybe the second half, but he just got there. Settled down. Slung the ball, 219 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Came in the second half, got it to Jamar Chase, I believe was one of them. Yes, Jamar Chase, Hudson for the 2 touchdowns. And the other reason why we wanted to bet this game, what does Jordan Love do good? What does he do good? Show me. What's his superpower? I still don't see it. The national media trying to cram Justin Love down our throat, or Jordan Love down our throats. It's not it. It's not. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 259 yards passing against this Bengals defense off of a bye, and you barely escaped Joe Flacco? Savior Jordan Love. I've never been impressed. I'm impressed with this man, Josh Jacobs. That's why the Packers are good. 18 rushes, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Running back, we stand, bink. And he was the 2nd leading receiver, Josh Jacobs. 5 catches, 57 yards. Bop. So Josh Jacobs, a running back, is literally carrying this Packers team. It's not Jordan Love. Joe Flacco, like I said, very solid. Expect them to be a little bit even more competitive next week. We may be able to still get value on the Bengals next week with the spread, so we'll tune into that later this week. But Packers get the unimpressive dub, 27-18. All right, the final game of the week here, folks, the Sunday night slate. Lions at Chiefs. Chiefs win 30-17, and look, I'm not going to bring it up. We all know it. They're all talking about it the last game, last play of the game, with, shoving the shove and all that. Brian Branch, not great. We're not going to go over it, but we got to, once again, be disciplined, keep our hands to ourselves, folks. Come on. But the Chiefs are back, and the Lions, once again, Jared Goff, all right. Still slung for 2 touchdowns, but still lost this game by 13 points, double digits, 2 possessions. And once again, really was this game close? Not in the second half. Lions a little close to kind of start the game. But once again, the Lions starting the game with a great drive. 19 minutes, 19 plays, you eat up 10 minutes, but settle for a field goal. That basically showed they were going to lose the game right there. Your next drive, you are able to score a touchdown, but, once again, the next drive, your 3rd drive of the game, turnover on downs, 4th and 2, passing complete. Jared Goff, we know the kind of record against kind of the top-tier teams. Not great. So, shout out the Lions, but I don't know if they'll be able to overcome that the cream of the crop, NFC Championship game, getting to the Super Bowl. And if they do get to the Super Bowl and they do run into the Chiefs, can they get it done? I don't think with Jared Goff, unfortunately. I don't know if he's got the it factor. Jared Goff, maybe the best above exceptional above average game managing quarterback. But to go and get it done, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes, 257 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Just gets it done in every facet of the game. A true leader, gets it done, locks in every single fucking time. Isaiah Pacheco, 12 rushes, 51 yards. Travis Kelce, the leading receiver, 6 catches, 78 yards. Xavier Worthy, out there 2 catches. Thornton, they didn't even go to Thornton this game. Where the heck was Thornton? Didn't even need him. I'm starting to gush over Thornton. I'm a big fan of Thornton. But they didn't even need to go to him at all. Still put up 30 points. Still 3 touchdowns. Look, Travis Kelce has 1 good game. All right. He's energized off that his wife's album release. So he's a little back, but we'll see if he can keep it up, keep it going. We'll see if Travis Kelce can keep it going. But good old reliable Travis Kelce. That's exactly what Patrick Mahomes needs from you, and he showed out last night for it. Alrighty, so that's the Chiefs. They win 30-17. Chiefs, they're back. Probably going to have to see if we can put them in our power rankings. But the Lions, once again, they just can't beat the best of the best. Alrighty. Now, we do have 2 more games before we close out this week here, folks, in the NFL. So let's give our predictions. Let's give our picks. First one up, Bills at Falcons. Bills at Falcons. Falcons plus 4.5. Bills minus 4.5. Oh, Bills. They've been on the downturn, the decline for the last few weeks. They're sneaking out wins against meh. And this Falcons team has been a little bit meh themselves this year. 2 weeks ago, they put up 0 points. Offensively, not good. Their defense has been a little bit of a hit or miss. But at the end of the day, I just think Josh Allen is doing a little bit too much. Do your job, Josh, yes? The motto of football, do your job. Josh Allen likes to do everybody's job. The running back, the quarterback, the play caller, the receiver. And he may try to do a little bit too much tonight. A little bit too much. This Bills defense, a little bit, it's a little Swiss cheesy out there, a little bit holy. And with this Falcons team, they've got weapons everywhere. They've got their number 1 receiver, they've got their number 1 tight end, and that running back, baby, Bijan Robinson. Now that's a running back, Josh. I'm a little torn on this one. I am a little torn. But I am going to side with I think I'm siding with the Falcons plus 4.5. Let me just quickly see. Let me see where Vegas is at with this. Where the sharps, where the money at here. Let's see quickly. Sharps are on the Bills. And we've got an even 50-50 money split here. Sheesh. This is a tough one. A couple of the sharps are on the Bills. I'm gonna buy into this Falcons defense, folks. I'm gonna buy into it a little bit. I'm taking the plus 4.5 here. We're gonna go Falcons plus 4.5. Yeah. Beating Washington the other week, that's a good win right there. The outscore them 34-27. That's a good win. Bills' offense is not even to the caliber that Washington's offense is right now. Overall, yes, Josh is better than Jaden Daniels a little bit. All right, so we got Falcons plus 4.5. And then I'm going to go Washington minus 4.5. I like this Washington one more than the Falcons. I'll give you that. Bears, this team does not impress me. I know the offense looks like it was back last week. Unimpressive game. Washington, I got to shout out Cliff Kingsbury, baby. Once again, I think I shout out this man every single week, but he deserves it. Jaden Daniels in, Jaden Daniels out. This offense is still going to move the ball and put up points. Washington defense, solid. It'll do its thing. Where the Bears, they are a little hungry. Last time these two teams faced, the Bears lost off of a Hail Mary. I don't think this game is going to be close where a Hail Mary is going to determine it. I got Washington minus 5.5 here. I'm not a believer in Caleb Williams, and I'm not a believer in this Bears offense quite yet. Give me Washington minus 5.5 here. All righty, folks. That is going to do it for us today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, listening. We'll be back tomorrow for our show. And also stay tuned, folks. I think tomorrow's going to be the debut. Once again, just finishing all the finishing touches here. But we are going to be having a daily live lineup show, folks. Big things in the works. Expect a video out on it. Expect a lot of information out on it. But we are going to be having our daily show just like this. You know, me for an hour every single day, keeping us updated on all the narratives that I got to get out there. Once again, we don't listen to the national media. They're trying to sell you. Every day. Not over here. We talk it how it is. But we are going to be having so we'll have our live show 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern every single day. And then I'm determining if it's going to be at the night or if it's going to be in the day, our live betting / lineup show. It's either going to be 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, or I'm going to put it at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I'm still ironing out the details, but we should be good to go either tomorrow or Wednesday. But big things, big exciting things. I'm gushing about it. I'm so excited about it. And I'll probably have more details either later today on Instagram or tomorrow. All right. But I truly appreciate y'all. Get a great rest of your Monday. We got games on tonight, baby. So hopefully your teams win and hopefully we can all cash a little bit.